My name's Clayton, Clayton Eggleton. I've got a personality disorder and a learning disability. I've been with Tracks Care for nearly 10 years. Dan helped me find the place, but with Tracks they lent me the money to be a bond, so then I could pay, and then I paid the MAC. But in my eyes, if it weren't for them, then it would have been impossible to do, because I didn't have that money at that particular time to do that. But now I've managed to pay them back, and it's a lot bit better for me. It's things like you can get your own staff. You can you can put down that you want something from a certain time, so it is better in that way. The freedom, not so much arguments, and meaning to do what I want to do without being restricted. An example, I could get a phone without having someone say, well, you can't have a phone. I can do more things for myself than I could be before. In some of the homes they have doors that are locked, because they might have a client that's at risk, where the chemicals are kept. They lock all that, or they lock the laundry room because they find that someone might be a risk. But then in my eyes, you could say them doing that is taking away a bit of your freedom, because you want to be independent, but they're saying that they're doing it to protect everyone. So it's very difficult. When you're in residential, it's very hard to be included in that. But now, yeah, I'm part of this street, and I think that's important. I go into town, and it might be there's a like Greg's I go to, or I just anywhere in general. But I thought I can make that decision without waiting on, say, staff or waiting on someone. So that's what I find is important. Yeah, you'd have to be assessed to see if you're suitable for this, and to see if you're ready for it. Did
you feel you were ready for it?
Yeah. I couldn't have stayed in the home for much longer, because I knew that I was ready. I wanted to be given a chance, and I think sometimes that's important. So in some ways I was proving people wrong, and sometimes you have to, and that's what I wanted to do. You can't just put someone into a house and expect them to cope and deal with things, because people look at it differently. When you're in your own house, you haven't got the things that people take for granted. Like, you might want a member of staff to go and make you a cup of tea. Well, if I want a drink, I'll go and do it myself. That's the sort of thing that people will take for granted. Now you have to think for yourself, and that's what I think is important.